Hi there. It's February 25th and time for Proverbs 25. We'll jump over there. Now these are, it says in verse 1, these are also Proverbs of Solomon, which the men of Hezekiah, king of Judah, transcribed. Okay, they found and transcribed them. They're still Solomon's Proverbs, and some we've heard before, and some maybe we haven't. So, see what they say. It is the glory of God to conceal a matter, but the glory of kings is to search out a matter, right? And there's a note over here. God doth not reveal the cause of his judgments to men. Because the king ruleth by the revealed word of God, the cause of his doings must appear, and therefore he must use diligence in trying out of causes. Okay. 3. As the heavens for height and the earth for depth, so the king's heart is unsearchable. We don't have kings, except Jesus, right? Take away the dross from silver, and there comes out a vessel for the smith. Right? The dross, we call it slag now. Okay. You melt metal and the impurities always float to the top, and you can scrape those off and throw it away, and you're left with pure metal, right? God does that with hearts. Take away the wicked before the king, and his throne will be established in righteousness. Not always easy to do, huh? Okay. 6 and 7 is cool. Do not claim honor in the presence of the king, and do not stand in the place of great men, for it is better that it be said to you, come up here, than for you to be placed lower in the presence of the prince, whom your eyes have seen. Okay. Okay. Now this is good advice, okay? You go to a big function or to do, never sit in the front, okay? If you go up in the front thinking you're important, and then some usher comes up when everybody's in there and says, I'm sorry, this is not your place. Your place is back here. And they will walk you to your seat in the back in front of everybody. That's embarrassing, right? But if you're sitting in the back and everybody shows up and the usher comes forward and said, we have a place for you up here, and they march you to the front in front of everybody, that's being honored, right? Think about that. Now, that doesn't apply in church, okay? Everybody sits in the back in church. Go to the front, okay? Pastor wants to see you up there. This is for fancy functions and stuff, award ceremonies, things like that. 8, do not go out hastily to argue your case. Otherwise, what will you do in the end when your neighbor humiliates you? Argue your case with your neighbor, and do not reveal the secret to another, or he who hears it will reproach you, and the evil report about you will not pass away, right? You will have a very bad reputation. Always try to settle things privately. There's a lot of people that are just suit happy, okay? And they just file lawsuits. Just do highlights. That whole thing is a 1, okay? We'll highlight that. 11, like apples of gold in settings of silver, is a word spoken in right circumstances. Right. You say just the right thing at just the right time. If it's kind and uplifting and edifying, right? Its circumstances. 12, like an earring of gold and an ornament of fine gold, is a wise reprover to a listening ear, right? Wise reprover, okay? That doesn't mean a critic. 13, like the cold of snow in the time of harvest, is a faithful messenger to those who send him, right? Day of harvest. There's a note over here. I love the footnotes in the Geneva Bible. In the time of great heat, when men desire cold, right? Nice, refreshing, right? For he refreshes the soul of his masters. 14, like clouds and wind without rain is a man who boasts of his gifts falsely. Bragging, okay? Nobody likes a braggart, okay? They say they can do stuff, but you never see them actually do anything. Sounds like government, huh? I didn't say that. I did say that. 15, by forbearance a ruler may be persuaded, and a soft tongue breaks bone. I like that right there. Forbearance. What is forbearance? Length of anger. The prince is pacified by staying of anger, and a soft tongue breaketh the bones. That is the heart that is bent to anger, right? And that's important. It's best to keep your mouth shut, but if you're going to talk, only say uplifting, edifying, kind things. If you don't have a kind word to say, don't say anything. A soft tongue breaks the bone. Okay? Words are the most powerful thing there are. 16, if you pound honey, eat only what you need, that you not have it in excess and vomit it. Good advice, right? 17, let your foot rarely be in your neighbor's house, or he will become weary of you and hate you, right? What do they say about this today? Don't wear out your welcome. Okay? People do. It becomes annoying after a while, right? 18, like a club and a sword and a sharp arrow is a man who bears false witness against his neighbor. Right? Lying. Nobody likes a liar. God hates liars. 19, like a bad tooth and an unsteady foot is confidence in a faithless man in time of trouble. Right? I have strong friends. There's a note there. Slipping foot. 20, like one who takes off a garment on a cold day, or like vinegar on soda, is he who brings songs to a troubled heart. Right? That's important. If somebody's hurting, right? A troubled heart, you want to laugh and carry on, and it's just right. Evil. One who takes off a garment. Right? Don't do that. Okay? Sometimes you just have to be there. You don't have to say anything. Just be there. Okay? Now, Jesus said this. Yeah. If your enemy is hungry, give him food to eat. If he is thirsty, give him water to drink, for you will heap burning coals on his head, and the Lord will reward you. Love your enemies. Right? 23, the north wind brings forth rain, and a backbiting tongue, an angry countenance. It is better to live. A north wind brings forth rain, and a backbiting tongue, an angry countenance. That's gossip, okay? Tongue of secrecy, that's gossip. Okay? I like that, just because. Right. Slandering tongue, it says over here. Right. Don't gossip. It goes into great detail about gossip in the other parts of Proverbs that we've already covered. Hey, it is better to live in the corner of the roof than in a house shared with a contentious woman. Okay, with a woman of contentious house of association. Solomon talked about this a lot because he had 700 wives. Most of them were princesses, spoiled princesses. 25, like cold water to a weary soul, so is good news from a distant land. Well, we could all use that, huh? Some good news from a distant land, right? Can they stop killing each other over there? 26. Like a trampled spring and a polluted well is a righteous man who gives way before the wicked. Ruined. All right, is there a note over here? Nope. Never give up, never give in. If you are right. Okay. It is not good to eat too much honey, nor is it glory to search out one's own glory. Okay, that is search out one's own glory. Is there a note over here? Yeah. That's pride, okay? And pride is very frowned upon. You're supposed to be humble. If you are humble, other people will honor you, and then you have honor. Right? It is not glory to search out your own glory, okay? And people do. 28. Like a city that is broken into and without walls is a man who has no control over his spirit. It's weird. There's something different over here. It's always in extreme danger. A man that refraineth not his appetite has no control over his spirit. Appetite? Well, maybe. Right. You have no control over your spirit. Hot-headed. Something you need to pray for, right? So, there you go. That's Proverbs 25. Very long. As if a few things highlighted in here. All right. 6 and 7 is highlighted. Do not claim honor in the presence of the king, and do not stand in the place of great men, for it is better that it be said to you, come up here, than for you to be placed lower in the presence of the prince, whom your eyes have seen. Okay. Not kings and stuff now, but if you go to a fancy function, an award ceremony, sit in the back. Let them march you up to the front tables in front of everybody instead of marching you to the back tables in front of everybody, right? That's embarrassing. Good advice. But like I said, not in church, okay? 8, 9, and 10 is, do not go hastily to argue your case. Otherwise, what will you do in the end when your neighbor humiliates you? Argue your case with your neighbor. Do not reveal the secret of another, or he who hears it will reproach you, and the evil report about you will not pass away. Right? Like, do these things in private, all right? 15. A soft tongue breaks the bone. Okay? All words have power. If you say only kind, benevolent, uplifting words, that will bring you honor, and you will be known as a kind person. All right? 17, good advice. Let your foot rarely be in your neighbor's house, or he will become weary of you and hate you. All right? Don't wear out your welcome. All right? Stay home. 20 is highlighted, like one who takes off a garment on a cold day, or like vinegar on soda. Or not wrong. Is he who brings songs to a troubled heart. All right? Poured upon nitrate. Alum soda, right? Don't sing songs to somebody who's troubled. Okay, that's, you're not making them laugh won't change their troubled heart. Right? Just be there. Hey, gossip 23. The north wind bring forth rain, and a backbiting tongue, an angry countenance. You want to make somebody mad? Tell their secret to somebody else. Something they entrusted you with. Right? You will lose a friend forever. Mm-hmm. And 27. It is not good to eat much honey, nor is it glory to search out one's own glory. Right? So to search their own glory is not glory. That's bragging, okay? And pride, arrogance. Do that. There you go. That's Proverbs 25. 3 days left, but 7 Proverbs left. So we're going to, 3, actually 8. So we're going to double up here. During the week, we will have separate studies on Proverbs 29, 30, and 31 because they're important. Okay, 30 is especially important. It wraps the whole thing up together, and it's amazing. So we'll probably do that towards the end of the week so we can start fresh on March 1st, brand new. So there you go. Actually, later today, we are in the book of Mark in our through the New Testament in a year, day 56, I believe. So stay tuned for that. Give us a like if you think about it. But until next time, we'll keep going. See ya.